Hello, Homestead. Please stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing for a moment of silence.
From Homestead Media, this is HHS In-Depth.
Welcome back to HHS In-Depth. On today's show, Leah Stoip will let you know more on the current library situation and the exciting changes coming our way soon. Next, reporter Carly Sweimeller will tell you all about Homestead's digital media program, including a behind-the-scenes look at what it all entails. And finally, we'll get you caught up with our busy sports week to end the show. All this and so much more on a condensed edition of HHS In-Depth.
It's Friday, January 24th, and thank you for joining us today on HHS In-Depth. I'm Owen Kruger.
And I'm Anelia Rybka. And Owen, this week has been so cold, and I've been wondering, what's it going to be like next week?
I completely agree, Anelia. The temperatures for today and this weekend are warmer than the ones from the beginning of this week, but they won't be warm enough to walk out of school without a coat, with a chilly temp of 20 degrees being the high today. Temps rise up to a high of 34 degrees with some breezes. Overnight, the temps will fall to 22 with breezy conditions. As for Sunday, we'll have a little more sunshine, but will still remain cool with a high of 31 degrees. Overnight into Monday, the temperature will drop to 21, so be prepared to stay bundled up when coming to school.
And now we go beyond Homestead.
This past Monday, President Trump was sworn into office, making him the second president to ever serve 2 non-consecutive terms. At his inauguration, there were various well-known celebrities and CEOs in attendance, such as Jeff Bezos, Mark Zuckerberg, and Elon Musk. Since his inauguration, he has already taken various actions, such as removing the USA from the Paris Climate Treaty, announcing a national emergency at the Mexico-US border, pulling the US from the World Health Organization, and much more. In other news, the winter weather hit hard down south, particularly in the Sunshine State of Florida. On Tuesday evening, the state declared a winter storm warning for counties ranging from Pensacola to Jacksonville. The snowfall ranged from 7 to 12 inches, which was significantly more than the previous high of 4 inches set back in 1954. Although the state is not used to dealing with cold weather, there are a multitude of ongoing efforts to clear up the roads and make it a safer environment for the locals.
Thank you, Owen, for some news outside of the walls of Homestead. With the new main hallway open this semester, you may have noticed an adjacent hallway under constant construction. This open area will soon be accessible to students as the brand new media center. HHS In-Depth reporter Leah Stoip joins us now with the story.
As construction on the library nears its final days, the new design looks promising. But where is the library now?
At the beginning of the year, we were in a temporary location back over in the 600s. Well, that area all had to be cleared out by the beginning of the year so demolition could start. And our new library is just barely behind everything else in terms of the construction. So it'll be ready here in a couple weeks for occupancy, we hope, so that we can start moving in.
Even while the library remains under construction, you can still use some of its resources.
Right now, all of our digital resources, so all of our databases and things like that are available. We also have a selection of books that kids can come to the student help desk and request, and those are like our Rosewater books. We also have some new books that are available. And then during lunch, they can go to A2052, which is right by the testing center. And we have a quiet workspace in there.
The limited access right now can be frustrating, but the new area will have some exciting features.
It's going to be completely open concept. So the books will be accessible. There's a hallway that will actually go through the new library. And then we have a number of small individual workrooms for small groups or individual students who need to do work more quietly. And then we'll have 2 larger library classrooms in the back.
You can expect the new area to open up in the next few weeks. In the meantime, make sure to check out the limited selection at the Student Help Desk across from Guidance. Leah Stoip, HHS In-Depth.
Thank you, Leah, for the story. We'll be right back on HHS In-Depth.
Welcome back to HHS In-Depth.
Attention seniors, Homestead Student Government is offering a $500 scholarship to one lucky senior from the class of 2025. To apply, write a 500-word essay answering this question. What was the most meaningful course you took at Homestead and why? Make sure to include your name and a title for your essay. Submit it via email to Senior Peeper at the email address shown here by 2:40 p.m. on Friday, January 31st. Don't miss this opportunity to earn a scholarship and showcase your Homestead experience.
Speaking of scholarships, new ones, including many specifically for Homestead High School seniors, have been added to the HHS scholarships page online. One example is the Sabert Scholarship, a 4-year renewable award exclusively for a Homestead graduate. To learn more about this and other opportunities, visit the Homestead High School website today. To get to the scholarships page, click the Guidance tab and scroll down to see scholarships.
This past Saturday, Homestead Show Choir spent over 12 hours preparing their show on Tech Day in order to preview it for the first time for the 2025 season. All their hard work for the past couple months is about to pay off as competition season is right around the corner, with the first performance scheduled for next Saturday.
The thing I'm looking forward to the most with this season is being able to watch the kids' faces as they come off the stage, knowing all the work that they've put into it and seeing the joy on their faces, knowing they had a job well done.
You watch HHS In-Depth every week in your 5th period class, hear about the radio station, and video stream our sports teams live on YouTube. But do you ever wonder how you can get involved in the Homestead media program and what goes on behind the scenes? Reporter Carly Swymeller brings us a story now with more information on the award-winning digital media department.
Homestead Media is what makes this possible. From audio and video broadcasting to live sporting events to TV news anchors, the program has everything to offer aspiring broadcasters, filmmakers, video makers, all of the above. But have you ever wondered how you can get involved?
Homestead Media is the media department of Homestead High School, where we have multiple classes from introduction to media to the advanced level classes of HHS In-Depth, Homestead Live, the audio broadcasting class, and sports broadcasting.
While talking on the radio, anchoring the school news, and collaborating with peers is incredibly enjoyable, that's only part of what the program is about. Even more importantly, the program has the unique ability to impact your life in ways no other program at Homestead can.
Getting their hands on some technology at a young age, some programs that most students won't see until college.
When kids want to do things that they've never done before, when they want to be involved, as a teacher, you kind of rejuvenate you as well. And you want to help them succeed or accomplish their goals and things like that.
We would love to have you be a part of our program next semester. Any questions, contact Mr. Schenkel or Mr. Dunn at the email address shown below. Carly Swymeller, HHS In-Depth.
Thanks for the story, Carly. There's no down to the wire for this week's Condensed show, but it was a busy week in athletics, and we want to get you caught up. Starting with the boys basketball last Saturday, the boys won their 6th straight game in a tough environment in Marion last Saturday. They overcame a halftime deficit to win 63-54. Sophomore Mac Welker led the way with 22 points and a career-high 19 rebounds, while senior Michael Rodenbush chipped in with 11 points. The boys' record now stands at 12-4, and they get back in action tonight at home.
Also last weekend, Katie Vardaman finished her senior season at the state finals for girls wrestling, placing 3rd overall. Congrats, Katie.
In the state's biggest game earlier this week, a huge Spartan Arena crowd witnessed the number 5 Homestead Spartan girls basketball team defeat previously unbeaten and the number 3 ranked Warsaw Tigers 67-55. The girls never trailed after falling behind early in the game. Juniors Gabby Helsum and Maya Epps were the leading scorers, with Helsum scoring 25 and Epps with 19. Freshman Delaney Knoll also had a great game with 9 points, 7 rebounds, and 6 assists. The girls play in their final home game of the season tonight against Northside.
We would also like to congratulate senior basketball player Liv Fry on her signing to St. Mary's College last Thursday. Liv made her choice based on academics, and she will be continuing her basketball career there as well.
Academics are definitely a big thing for me. So at St. Mary's, I'll get my undergrad from St. Mary's, but my master's will be from Notre Dame, which I feel like you can't get much better than that.
Liv's had a great career at Homestead, and it's kind of rewarding as a coach because she's a kid that played on the freshman team as a freshman, JV team as a sophomore, and then became a starter as a junior, and a captain as a junior, again a captain this year as a senior. But she's a great leader for us. She works hard every possession, and we really try and encompass in our program being a great teammate, and Liv just lives that.
Liv will play in her final home game tonight at 6 p.m.
And finally, also this past Tuesday, while Spartan Arena was bustling watching Homestead take on Warsaw, our gymnastics team also had a spectacular meet on Tuesday against Warsaw, winning easily 106.800 to 80.725. The top 4 individuals were all Spartans, with Jillian Krieger leading the way with an all-around score of 38.225. The Spartans are back in action again tomorrow in the Carter Classic Invite at Concordia High School. Be sure to show out to the doubleheader tonight against Northside, as it is also the girls' senior night. Tip-off is at 6 p.m. Stay with us. We'll be right back with more HHS In-Depth.
Next week on HHS In-Depth. Reporter Emma Munoz brings us a story on why you should join the yearbook class next year. All this and so much more only on HHS In-Depth.
Welcome back to HHS In-Depth.
Thank you for watching our show today.
Make sure to follow our socials to keep up with the latest news from Homestead Media.
We'll see you back again next week for another edition of HHS In-Depth.
Have a great weekend, Homestead.